what do we expect in Japan? We expect Ferrari to be stronger, we expect Red Bull to be stronger, and we expect McLaren to come up stronger. But do we expect Mercedes to be strong? They are very unpredictable. Well, I don't expect them to be strong. And for a lot of people abusing different teams with different drivers, I think you should look well and understand that Lewis Hamilton knew what he was doing, and Carlos Sainz knows what he's doing because he needs to get the team 100%. And now we're going to Japan. We're going to the land of beautiful technologies and great racing. So what are we expecting? Ferrari are bringing some upgrades because they need to push now. Fred Vasseur is saying they need to push Red Bull because it is when they are pushed that they make mistakes. Listen to all my videos since last time. I've been telling you, when Red Bull are pushed, that's when they make mistakes. I know that because I've seen that happen during the Mercedes winning era. When Red Bull are pushed, they make mistakes. The drivers make mistakes. The team make mistakes strategically. I already know that. So Fred Vasseur saying it is already buttressing my point. And I think this will be a game changer in the race if Ferraris are able to push the Red Bull, which they are bringing some few upgrades. While Red Bull promised us they are going totally podless. Are they going podless? We don't know yet, but they said they are going podless. With all the things that they've seen in the last race in Australia, will they take that bold step or will they change their decision? We don't know yet, but they are bringing some light updates, and Ferrari and some other teams are hoping to bring bigger updates in Imola. But with what Red Bull and Ferrari are bringing, they are just to take them a little bit higher and to also check if what they are doing is right. So let's see what they do. Mercedes are promising to bring some few bits, but I think they are still on a learning curve. Number one thing I've always said about Mercedes is Mercedes need to get their floor right. That is where their major problem is. They get the floor right, they will get at least 60% of the rear right. That is it. I can tell you 100%. Then they can now get the rear right and some little things on the engine cover, which will help them. The Japanese race has been a race in which the last 2 years it has been Red Bull winning, and last year it was Red Bull and the two McLaren, while upper year it was Red Bull and Ferrari and Red Bull. 2 years ago shows some little discomfort with the race being hampered by rain. Oh, loads of rain. But this weekend will also be hampered by rain, and when there is rain in Formula 1, there is so wonderful disruption. It makes the race interesting. Now we know with the car that Max Verstappen had in the last 2 years, there has been the king even in the rain. But will that be the same thing in Japan this year with Ferrari having a very good car that is close to what Red Bull are having? So I believe it will be a strategic race, and it will be a race in which strategy and intelligence and drivers' perseverance and intelligence will determine this race. So I believe Ferrari will do a lot of things right and they might get the race, because on Friday there will be rain and the wind will be around 9 kilometers per hour northeast, and on Saturday it will be sunny and the wind will be around 9 kilometers north-south. But on Sunday there is expected to be rain, so 75% of rain. So there are some times that it will be raining during the race and some part of sun, which will make it very tricky and interesting. And we're having about 42 to 48 kilometers per hour of gusty wind to help the race on Sunday. That is going to be interesting. And Pirelli are saying they are changing back to, I think, C4, C3, C2, which will be in the range of the soft, medium and hard. The C4 should be the soft tire, the C3 should be the medium tire, and the C2 should be the hard tire. I think that's what we are expecting. Or they go back to C3, C2, C1, which will mean the C3 will be the soft, the C2 will be the medium, and the C1 will be the hard tire. So let's see what they bring. But it's going to be a very interesting race from what I'm looking at, and let's see what happens. But like I said, the race is still between the Red Bull and the Ferrari, and I believe Ferrari should be able to niche it again this time, possibly 1 and 2 if there are no accidents or mistakes. Mercedes will suffer a little bit in this race because they are not yet in it up until the first practice on Friday morning. I love you guys. You guys are great. Bye.